one. This is a tutorial. This is not like any other video I've ever done. But look, if you want to have your camera up with the panelists down at the bottom, every time one of them speaks, their camera comes up, and you want to have the chat down the right-hand side in YouTube, guys, this is the only video that you need to watch. So check this out. We're going to move pretty quick. I've made all the mistakes already. You don't have to make them. Here we go. Number one, the way this is set up is that you're going to see these screens that are outlined in red. These are the notes pages for the next few pages, which are screenshots. So I'm not going to go through each and every one of these, because what you'll see is that where you have these numbers, for example, 1 through 7, on the next page, when we start arrowing through, many of these arrows are going to have the corresponding numbers with these headings up on the top. Let's move. So here we go. First, you're going to go to Creator Studio Classic, which is right here. This is the easiest way to get this done. Once you do that, on the left-hand side, you select live streaming. That brings down a drop down. In that drop down menu, select events. You'll be notified that you don't have any upcoming events, which is fine. Then you go to new live event. Once you're at new live event, you're going to go ahead and set it up. So you've clicked new live event. You're going to set up some basic information, and then you're going to set up some advanced settings. Again, steps 1 through 6, these are on the very next page. I'm not going to read all of these to you, but it is very important that you know, quick using Google Hangouts on air is the setting that you want to make this nice, easy, and simple. Let's roll. So again, those same 6 headings are up here on the top. What you're going to do is select your title, put your date, your start time, your end time, put your description here, your tags here. The jury's out. Do tags matter? Do they not? I have no clue. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Then you set it to public, unlisted, or private. So public, 9 out of 10, you're going to go with public. Unlisted is interesting though, because if you're doing a video, for example, for work, or one that you just want to share with a few people, not with all the YouTube world, you can send people the link and they can only see the video if they have the link. And then you've got private. Private's great when you do your first couple of runs through this. You might mess up here or there. You don't want anybody else to see it. Just run it as private. Then again, select quick using Google Hangouts on air. Just make it nice and simple. There are a lot of other programs that you can use to do chats and Hangouts and all of these things. They get very complicated. There's no need to start out complicated, guys. Start out simple, learn the simple way first, and eventually you can move on to more advanced things if you need to. Now let's go on to the advanced settings. The advanced settings, I'm not going to read through all of these. Once again, this is your screen to fast forward through when you watch this video in the future. You can find these screens, you can find these headings just by fast forwarding through this video. So I'm not going to read through all of them. You're going to enable your chat, check that box, go to promotions, promote through cards when the event is live, and then check the box under it, promote on my channel page. I always select this one. On my channel page, 1 week prior to the scheduled start time, you're always going to see a thumbnail of the live chat that's coming up, and then it'll count down the days. So it'll say this live chat's happening in 5 days, this live chat's happening in 3 days, this live chat's happening in 5 hours. It'll just count it all the way down. It's a great little reminder. Then you allow comments. I always sort by newest first, makes it easy. And then stream optimization, you have 3 options: normal latency, low latency, and high latency. I always use normal. It works best for me. It's best for high quality viewer playback and high resolutions, as it says here. What you will notice, and this is a huge distinction, guys, is that you are going to have 2 screens up. You're going to have YouTube up, and you're also going to have Google Hangouts up. I think that's where a lot of people get confused. I know that's what happened with me at the beginning. So you're going to have both of these up. I'm going to walk you through those here in just a second. So once you have all of your advanced settings done, then just select create event. Before you go live, contact your panelists a week ahead, get their email addresses, let them know of any topics, get their feedback on topics. What do they want to talk about? This is for certain types of chats. You know, when I do my Google Hangouts, I like to do them, I call them live casts. So they're like podcasts, but we're recording them live. So I always have topics around mine. However, I love jumping into chats where people are just kind of flying off the cuff and just BSing and hanging out and just having a good old time. Some people are partying in their house. Some people are just sitting on the couch at night. Man, I love those kind of chats. So again, if you guys are running those, please invite me to those, man. I love them. Start your Google Hangout an hour before your YouTube start time is so important because you don't want to find out 5 minutes before your start time that you have a problem with your Wi-Fi. And then send panelists to Google Hangouts at least 30 minutes before the start time at a minimum. When you're ready to go, let's get ready to go. Go to Creator Studio Classic once again. On the left, select live streaming again, select events once again. Now it's going to bring this up and you're going to select Start Hangout on Air. Now, when you select Start Hangout on Air, it doesn't mean that you're going to start live streaming right then and there. All that's going to do, it will bring up the Google Hangouts page. And from there, you have a button that says Start Broadcasting. So just because you're clicking Start Hangout on Air does not mean you're going to broadcast. So don't worry about clicking on that. You do that, it's going to bring you this Google Hangouts page. Now, guys, you want to have everything ready beforehand. Don't start your broadcast until you've taken care of all your business. Picture says 1,000 words. You already see it here, but then have your glass of water next to you. What you don't want to do is you don't want to leave your Google Hangouts with everybody just looking at a blank chair, right? So have your little drink next to you, take care of all your business, and then get ready to proceed. You're going to click Start Broadcasting, and you're going to see this, right? This 17%. It's going to keep on counting down depending on the day of the week, depending on how the stars are lined up, man. It might take a while. In fact, you might get a little bit frustrated, but don't worry because it will come to pass and you will see the Start Broadcasting green light. All right. So what you'll do before you click on that is up on top, you've got the icon with the silhouette and the plus sign. This is how you get your panel to join your chat. Go ahead and click on that, put their email addresses in there. I invited my friend Double Shot Moto. Double Shot and I have been communicating a lot lately, so he was cool enough to be my guinea pig for this. He joined and we said, all right, man, we ready to go? Let's click the start button and get this party started. It gives you the notice here. Your Google Hangout will now be broadcast on YouTube. You can broadcast up to 8 hours. Great. Click OK. And that's it. So what I've done is after you do that, bring up your channel, your YouTube channel, have your chat page set up like that, and you're going to see the entire YouTube page there, but then lay over the screen, the video screen, over that, you want to lay over your Google Hangouts page. That way you can see your participants, everybody else can see the participants, but because of that latency, you want to make sure that you've got your Google Hangout screen in the front, your YouTube chat in the back, and on your YouTube page, another very important thing to remember is turn your volume all the way down or else you're going to get a crazy echo going. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. It's nice and simple. I'm glad you watched the video. The next time you see it, when you're setting yours up, remember, you can go ahead and fast forward until you see those red squares, and that's going to bring you to a new section. I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to make this video a resource. But just do me one favor, guys. If you have any questions, please reach out to me either through a comment on my channel. You can reach me on Instagram at dirty.dees. I started up on Twitter. I have no reason why or no clue why I went back onto that thing. But I went ahead and did that. And the other thing I would ask you guys is when you start doing these Hangouts and these chats and stuff, please do me a favor, man. Invite me to some of those. I love being a participant, even if it's just being in the chat room. I can't always jump on to be a panelist, and sometimes I do, sometimes I can't, sometimes I have to jump on, sometimes I have to jump off, but I love the interaction, guys. So please do me a favor. If you're using this video, I don't care where you are in the world, I don't care if you watch the channel very often or if you just stumbled across it by pure chance, invite me to some of these guys. I really appreciate it. My email address is dirtydsmotorbiker@gmail.com. You can also hit me, like I say, on Insta. All right, guys, have a good time, and we'll see you out there.